and follow me. Take up the cross. Now, when Christ was teaching his disciples to follow him, he does not invite them to do some of the majestic things that he had done in the past. He doesn't say, "Come and follow me, we will walk on water." He doesn't say, "Come and follow me to feed the 5,000. He doesn't say, "Come and calm the storms in the sea." Instead, he says, if anyone desires to come after me, if anyone who wants to be my disciples, let him deny himself first. Self must be put aside. And then, in the place of self, take up the cross daily and follow me. Now, it is important to realize that it talks about the cross, not the crown, but the cross. Each one to take up the cross. Unfortunately, Christianity today is devoid of the cross. I was thinking about this when I saw a young lady who has attempted suicide. She was saying that God has not been good to me. God has not been blessing me. God has been taking care of others, not me. And he has been bypassing me, and so on and so on. Somehow, I don't know that when we joined Christianity, when we decided to become Christians, maybe we were not briefed properly that this journey that we're getting into is the journey of the cross. That it's not about you yourself, it's about denying yourself and then enter the journey of the cross. And the cross in this case is not a decoration as a necklace or whatever, but it is a cross for you to be crucified. That means in this journey, if you so much happen to find a good time, it's an exception to the rule, because the path is the path of the cross. So somehow many of us have failed to realize that Christianity is not a summer day outing by the Zambezi River or by the beach in Swakopmund, but it is a battle and a march. We are not yet a church triumphant, but we are a church militant, the church at war, and the devil will contest every inch of ground that you gain. Every time you make 3 steps forward, he wants to push you back 3 steps back, because we are at war. Ours is the journey of the cross, not the life of ease as many people have portrayed Christianity. So he says, follow me to Calvary, to be crucified, to be humiliated, to be rejected, to be beaten, to be made fun of, to be ridiculed. This is what he's inviting us to. Is not to be glorified, not to be honored. He says, come on, you'll be rejected, you'll be spat on, this is the journey of which you are choosing to do if you are following me. Now, unfortunately, that is what we don't seem to have been taught, because many of us are discouraged at that. So when you look at the cross, when you go back 2,000 years ago, it was on that Friday afternoon, and the place is Golgotha. On the hill outside the city, there were 3 crosses and 3 men who were hanging on those crosses. The cross was the most cruel form of punishment, mostly reserved for foreigners and hardened criminals, because the cross was not just about you dying. It combined shame, humiliation, pain, and a slow death. It had been a long day. It had started at Pilate's court in the morning, which tended to be a kangaroo court, which eventually convicted an innocent man and condemned him to be crucified here at the place of the skull, Golgotha. Now, the crucifixion of this day was different from any other crucifixion, because there is a man who for 3.5 years had turned Jerusalem upside down, and the surrounding cities of Galilee and even up to Samaria. They heard about what this man has been up to and what the man has been doing. Some called him a prophet, others called him an impostor. Others called him Lord, but others they called him a liar. Some followed him, some fought against him. Some loved him, some loathed him. Some had their bodies healed, but others their hearts were hardened. But what could not be contested about this man was the miracles that this man had performed. Because those of Bethany, they had a living testimony in the form of Lazarus. And those